Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear students. Are you ready? Are you active? So let's start today's lesson. Unit 2, Lesson 2, entitled Strange Buildings, pages 52 and 53. Listen to me carefully so you can understand everything easily and perfectly. Let's start. We'll start with the objectives of this lesson, the learning objectives. Of course, by the end of this lesson, you're supposed to read information needed to label the parts of a house. As for listening, you're supposed to listen for information to complete sentences. As for writing, you're supposed to describe a strange building. Let's go to our lesson. Be with me. Look at this picture and try to guess what these places are. Look at these 5 pictures. Look at the first one. What can you see? What is strange in this picture? Yeah, I can listen to some of the students saying, here there are some giant books. Yeah, some giant books. So, what is place is? Do you know? Of course you will know after you listen to the CD. What about the second one? What can you see? What is strange about this picture? Yeah, here we have something that looks like a teapot. Again, what can you see in front of this teapot? Yeah, excellent. Some petrol pumps. So, the strange thing about this picture is that we have something or that looks like a teapot. What about picture 3? What does it look like? How is this picture strange? Yeah, it looks like a space station. But is it really a space station? We will know after you listen. What about picture number 4? Here in this picture, what is strange about this picture? Yeah, excellent. Here we have some giant rocks. What else? We have here a small door and a small window. So the strange thing about this one, this picture, is that we have a giant rock or stone. Yeah. What about the last one? What is strange about this picture? Yeah, I can listen to some of the students saying that this picture has the shape of a dome. It is dome shaped, and this shape is surrounded by what? Yeah, by a lake. Now, after we have discussed the strange things about these 5 pictures, let's listen to the CD to make sure whether they are the same as we've mentioned or not. Listen.
Track 16.
A. Well, I think this building is in the city because I can see tall buildings to the right of the picture. What do you think it could be?
Well, I can see lots of books, so it must be a library.
B.
It's a very small building, and it looks like a teapot. What do you think it could be? I can see 3 petrol pumps in front of it, so it can't be a house.
C.
Wow, this building is really strange. It's very sci-fi, isn't it? What do you think it could be? Well, it looks like a spaceship to me, but perhaps it could be a museum.
D.
This building must be in the country because we can see some green grass. What do you think it could be?
I think it might be a house, but it must be very small inside. Those rocks are enormous.
E.
Wow, this building doesn't look real to me. What do you think it could be?
Well, it's very modern. I think it could be a shopping centre.
Now, did you finish listening? When you've listened to this CD, I think you've listened to some words like must, might, could, may, and can't. Do they have the same meaning? What do they refer to? Are they different or they are the same? Let's know. Here, look at this example. This example will help you understand the difference between these words. Of course, we call these words modal verbs of probability. Look at this example. Listen to me. I am waiting for Jolly with another friend, David. I ask, where is Jolly? David guesses, she must be on the bus. What does it refer to when I say must be on the bus? Is he sure or not sure? Yes, I am fairly sure. This is a good guess. Look at the second example. Here, she might come soon. All of these are deductions. When I say deduction, you deduct. Deduct after you see this situation, you try to deduce. Okay? So, when I say I am waiting for Jolly with another friend, David, I ask, where is Jolly? David guesses. This is David. This is the opinion of David. He said, David guesses. This is David's guessing. So, she must be on the bus. I am fairly sure this is a good guess. Another guessing. She might come soon. So, maybe or perhaps. Is she sure? Of course not, because she said she might. So, if I say might, this means that you are not sure. The third guessing, she could be lost. Could, something which is possible to happen. Something which what? Which is possible to happen. Maybe. Next, she may be in the wrong room. Of course, again, this one is not sure. She can't be at home. I'm fairly sure this isn't true. So, who can tell me what is the difference between must and can't? Are they the same? Of course not. If I say must, it means that you are sure of something. But if I say can't, you are sure, but you are sure not. Of course, there is a big difference between I'm not sure and I am sure not. I'm not sure means something which is not certain for you. But when I say I am sure not, you are sure that something is not there, for example. Let's take an example to illustrate this example. My daughter is smiling. She must be. Now, when I say she is smiling, so she must be what? Sad? No, she must be happy. If I ask you to use can't here, what can I say? I say my daughter is smiling, she can't be sad. So you are sure that she is happy and you are sure that she can't be sad. Okay? The last example, Omar lives in a villa. Now, when I say that Omar lives in a villa, can I say that he is poor? Of course not. So I say he can't be poor. And he must be what? Yes, excellent. He must be rich. Now, we have must. If you are sure of something, you say must. Or quite sure or fairly sure, you say must. If you are not sure, you can use might. Something which is probable to happen. Or I can use could if something is possible to happen. Or you can use may. May and might have similar meanings or the same meanings. And the last one, can't. As I told you, can't is the same as must, but must is sure and can't, you are sure not. I hope that you understand this. And to make sure that you understand, let's take the next one. Here, a short time ago, you've listened to the CD which asks you to know about these buildings. So now I'd like you to tell me, after you've listened, A, be a library. What can I say? Can I say must? Can I say can't? Can I say could? Yes.
16.
A. Well, I think this building is in the city because I can see tall buildings to the right of the picture. What do you think it could be?
Well, I can see lots of books, so it must be a library.
B. It's a very small building, and it looks like a teapot. What do you think it could be?
I can see 3 petrol pumps in front of it, so it can't be a house.
C. Wow, this building is really strange. It's very sci-fi, isn't it? What do you think it could be?
Well, it looks like a spaceship to me, but perhaps it could be a museum.
D. This building must be in the country because we can see some green grass. What do you think it could be?
I think it might be a house, but it must be very small inside. Those rocks are enormous.
E. Wow, this building doesn't look real to me. What do you think it could be?
Well, it's very modern. I think it could be a shopping centre.
Now, we've listened to the CD, and now you're supposed to complete using must, maybe, might be, could be, or even can't be. Number 1, it, yes, excellent. It must be a library. So, it must be a library. Picture number 1 or A. What about B? Yeah, it can't be a house. This one can't be a house. What about C? It be a museum. Excellent. It could be a museum. What about D? Yeah, it might be a house. The last one? Yeah, it could be a shopping center. It could be a shopping center. Now, I'd like you to look at this exercise. I'd like you to look at the sentences carefully so that you can understand them and then you answer them in a correct way. Number 1, yeah. Anna lives in a big house. She, can I say, she might or might not be rich? Yeah? Excellent. She might be rich. She might be rich. What about number 2? Yeah. Mary doesn't know how to get to Buckingham Palace. She must live in London or what? Yeah. She can't live in London. She can't live in London. Number 3. Peter isn't at home. He told me he had a football match. He can't or must or what? Yes, he must be at the park. The last sentence, it takes Alex 1 hour to get to school. He can't or must or may or might or could. Yeah, excellent. He could live long way from school, or perhaps there is a lot of traffic. Now, I hope that you have understood the difference between must, can't, might, may, and I hope that you understand every detail that I have mentioned concerning this grammar lesson. Wishing you all the best of luck. Till we meet again, thank you so much.